Howdy Care2. It's Friday, September 12th, and we're going to call this little segment Rants and Raves. So you kind of get the picture. We're going to have a little rant on something that made us a little upset, a little unhappy over the course of a week, and also a rave, and giving a shout out to folks who we think are making a difference and making a positive impact in the advocacy world and the nonprofit world that we're all working towards. So I want to start off today with the rant, and it may come as no surprise to you that my rant is in relation to the whole lipstick on a pig controversy that we saw erupt early this week. Now, the McCain campaign jumped on a statement that Senator Obama had made in a town hall meeting where Obama was talking about change and Senator McCain's claim to change. And Obama was challenging that, and he said, you know, McCain doesn't represent change. You can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. Well, the McCain campaign jumped on that and claimed that Senator Obama had to be referring to Governor Palin, McCain's running mate, because she's the only one of the four who wear lipstick. I swear to God, that was actually a quote from one of the surrogates that the McCain campaign sort of trotted out, and they demanded an apology on this. And as many of you, I'm sure, saw, it was 2 full days wall-to-wall, really, around this whole lipstick on a pig controversy. But my rant is not actually directed towards the McCain campaign. It's actually directed at the media. For them to sort of fall for this and spend 2 full days talking about it is absurd in the extreme. And let's think about what they weren't talking about while they were sort of off covering this sort of faux manufactured controversy. They weren't talking about the fact that the government's taking over Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac because the nation's largest mortgage lenders have been making bad loans, this sort of quasi-private organization, while their executives have been taking millions and millions in sort of salaries and bonuses. Now the government's taking them over. Taxpayers may have to bill them out to the tune of billions and billions of dollars. That was announced Sunday, totally drowned out, totally ignored in all of this. You had the Bush administration announce, and actually came out yesterday on the anniversary of September 11th attacks, which was very shrewd on their part. But you had the Bush administration announce that they would conduct cross-border sort of incursions and operations into Pakistan with or without the Pakistani government's approval, which is an extraordinary admission. We're not hearing about that. We're not talking about that. And many of you may have seen or heard about, there was a New York Times expose earlier this week that was reporting on an Inspector General's report for the Interior Department. Now, the Inspector General is sort of the watchdog of every major cabinet-level agency. They have Inspector Generals to make sure that that things are running efficiently, they sort of weed out corruption, things along those lines. And the Inspector General of the Interior Department had come out with a report that was detailing, I mean, sex, drugs, rock and roll, the whole nines for real, where you had the folks who were in this one sort of mini agency within the Interior Department that's responsible for the offshore oil and gas leasing, right? That these folks, it's actually one of the biggest revenue generators for the federal government outside of taxes, and they were there were parties thrown on their behalf that were greater than the ethics limits, sex, where they were having sex with oil and gas company representatives, there was drugs involved. I mean, very lurid and seedy stuff at a time when we're having a debate here in Washington about whether we should increase offshore oil drilling. I mean, there's a connection here. Crazy stuff. Rant. Shame on the media. Boo! My rave today is for a great group called Moms Rising. They really cover kitchen table and common sense issues that affect mothers everywhere, and they put out an email on Monday asking Governor Palin to detail her stance on the issues. So, let's not talk about her family. Let's not talk about sort of all of these various and sundry sideshows that, frankly, the McCain campaign has wanted people to focus on rather than her stance on the issues. And they put out an email asking folks to sign a letter and send it to Governor Palin, asking her to detail her view on all of these sort of great kitchen table bread and butter issues that really matter to any mother, and frankly, for that matter, all working Americans who are concerned about making ends meet. So my rave is for Moms Rising. You can check out their site at momsrising.org. And, you know, please let us know what you think about this little segment. We're going to be playing with some stuff, trying to come up with ways to bring you the best of what we're seeing in the week that was on Fridays. And we hope you enjoy this. We hope you have a great weekend. And we will see you next week on the election channel on Care2. Take care.